Morning. What a pain in the butt the last 2 months has been. Right towards the end of leaf season, things are going good. I got work on the books. I'm just doing jobs every day, getting stuff scheduled. Check engine light pops up, and it's a transmission code. So I take it over to the transmission shop, and they tell me, well, here's what's going on with your transmission. Long story short, it needs to be replaced, and they could do it for $7,640. I told them, not that I don't think that you're not worth it. I believe that's what you have to charge because you have to make money to stay in business, but I just can't afford that. And so my brother, I was telling him about it. He said, well, I know a guy. Let me give him a call. He calls me back and says, well, this guy says he can do the whole project, parts and labor, for about $1,800. I thought, that's way better. I can afford that. So we get it up to the shop. They take a look at it. They order a transmission from a salvage yard in Nebraska. It comes in, they install it after a few days, and then they call me back to say, well, that transmission was a dud. It only had first and second gear. We'll try to find another transmission for you, and then we'll let you know what we find. Well, I called them and called them and called them. Month and a half later, still no transmission. My truck's just been parked outside of their shop. So I thought, all right, well, I'm going to have to find a transmission and then take it to them. And so I found a few transmissions. There was one, it was a four-wheel drive transmission for my truck that had 103,000 miles on it. I thought, that'll work. So I go to pick it up, drove an hour away to pick it up, and the guy says, well, it's actually a two-wheel drive transmission. There's a little difference between the two. That can be converted, but not easily, from what I heard from the transmission shops that are the experts on the stuff. That was a whole nother story with that guy, but it ended up not working for my truck. It was a two-wheel drive transmission that had 174,000 miles on it. So I took it because the guy said, oh yeah, it's real easy to convert it over. That's not the case. Now I've got a transmission that doesn't work. So that's 3 transmissions. So then I find another guy who says, yep, I've got an '07 Ram 1500, gas engine, 4-wheel drive, good to go. You can have it for $300, but you got to come pull it. So we go out there with my brother and we pull the transmission. We get the truck picked up from the shop and brought back to my house. At this point, I'm over $1,000 into the project and my truck still does not have a usable transmission. So, we go get the transmission, like I said, we put it in the truck, and now the truck is up and running, but it has been 2 months. It is cheaper with me finding the parts, used parts, and learning how to do the job myself. But my goodness, that was a pain in the butt, not having the truck to use for 2 months. So we were just relying on just my wife's car to get around with, one of us was always coming and going. She would come home from work, I'd jump in, I'd go do something, I would come home, she'd run off to the store, she would come home, I'd run off to the gym. It was a big old pain in the butt, but now we finally have a working truck. I'm going to end up selling that truck and replacing it. That way I've got, it's just getting towards the end of the life expectancy for that engine. So I'm gonna get a new truck for the start of the season, but that is why it is so important to plan for the unexpected over the winter. Have you a winter fund for the regular household bills, have retained earnings or an emergency fund for your business. I didn't clean out the account at the end of the season because I knew that there were still going to be business bills and repairs that need to be done either over the winter or at the beginning of the season for oil changes and filling everything with gas and all of that stuff before the season starts. So keep that in mind. At the end of the season and going over the winter, you still have bills that are due, and if something breaks, you've got to have the money set to the side to be able to fix it, and you'll save a lot of money if you just learn how to do it yourself. Things can look scary and intricate, but once you start looking into it and learning all you can about it, YouTube will teach you a lot of things. You'll find out it's not as scary as you thought. And if you just take it step by step, you can do it too. So I'm going to get back to work. Y'all be good.